the InDex wedding. Are you ready for this? We get some of the people coming in to join in. They're guests at this wedding as we're about to go to break as they're setting it up. Io Shirai and Zoe Starks, the NXT Women's Tag
Fighting.
Yeah, they're bickering. Oh, I'm sitting here. No, you're sitting here. Oh. We see the grizzled young vets who they're like, this is an absolute rib. This is going to be utter carnage. Don't they watch wrestling weddings?
They're going, all right, who's going to have a fight then here? I think it's going to be the groom and stuff like that.
When we come back...
Looking smart as always in their suits.
Looking nice, yeah.
They scrub up nicely.
We come back and now everyone's set up. It's beautiful. Everyone's here. Beautiful wedding. The whole NXT roster's sitting. Everyone's dressed up. Jiro's wearing his jacket and his ring gear.
Yep.
He's the only one. Yeah. We see Johnny Gargano walk out Indy Hartwell. He's dressed as Dexter Lumis with the shirt and the gloves. But Dexter, the groom, is in this very nice jacket, this blazer, this suit. Look very fancy, very horror chic here, this Dexter. He's got a good, cool look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they come out, and our dearly beloved, we are welcomed here today for the marriage of Dexter Gaylord Loomis and Indy Ophelia Hartwell. Revealing
Bruce Pritchard back there.
They revealed the middle names of our characters here. What's your middle name?
Graham.
Not as good as Gaylord.
No,
mine's David.
It's David.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
So, Dexter Gaylord, it's like Gaylord Fokker.
Gaylord Fokker, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and Ophelia, yeah. So Indy says, "I do." And who gives this woman away in this hand of marriage? And this is Johnny. He's like, oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I do. Johnny Gargano. Johnny Takeover. You know, first Triple Crown champ. And they're like, Candice is like, yo, Johnny.
It's not your moment.
Yeah. Okay, John Gargano, give this woman away. And they say, Theory, do you have the rings? And he goes, no, I don't have the rings. And they go, what do you mean?
He goes, we're in a ring.
We're in a ring right now, a wrestling ring. No, where's the rings? And he goes, oh, I gave it to him. And he points at Jiro, the only guy in the blazer. Colorful blazer. He's got the NXT paint splatter.
So then Johnny Gargano was meant to be responsible for the rings. And Austin Theory just came back. He didn't know he was going to be there. And was like, all right, Austin, take these rings. And then Theory was like, oh, I'll give them to Jiro. Why are you passing these rings around? Just keep the rings on you, John.
So Jiro opens his blazer and reveals that, he's got the box with the rings. And Johnny's like, do you even know him? How do you know him? Just give me the rings. So he takes the ring. And Theory goes, yo, Jiro, that's my guy. Austin Theory reminds me of this actor, Jimmy Tatro. He's in this show called Home Economics, but he was also in American Vandal. He was the main guy.
Oh, yes. No, I know exactly the guy.
He's totally this guy. He's in a bunch of comedies and stuff.
Yeah,
Jimmy Tatro, yeah. Home Economics
he's great.
Right now.
He's fantastic.
He's totally Austin Theory. They look alike, and he's acting like this guy.
They act dumb jock.
Yeah.
Really well.
Yeah.
I do think Austin Theory's pretty funny.
Well, there's time for the vows. And it's time. So first the priest here, not Damian Priest. The priest says, would anyone like to object? Does anyone here have any objections? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And we know in wrestling weddings, well, that's just a cue for something.
Waiting for Liv Morgan to come out.
Who knows who would come out? Trick, Slick, who knows who could come out? But Dexter, before the priest could finish this, opens up his blazer jacket, revealing an axe, showing everybody, flashing the axe, basically saying, you object?
I
murder
you with an axe.
So, shockingly, no one objects at this wedding.
Yeah, everyone puts their hand down.
Dexter keeping the blade with him. He's always walking around just ready. Don't
fuck with Dexter.
Yeah, he's walking around.
Love. Don't fuck with love.
Yeah. Dexter's got the axe. It's time for the vows. Indy's got a vow. She says, Dexter, you're misunderstood. They see you as creepy, but you're my cuddly teddy bear. Some see you as a stalker, but I see a caring man, a well-groomed mustache, tight clothes, and you're just so sweet when you're always following me around, watching my every move. And they call you a freak, And I say, damn right, he's a freak.
Woo!
Ow, ow. She says, Dexter's my freak. And I love you. Like that one time when you snuck into my bed when Johnny and Candace were sleeping, and Dexter cuts her off, and Johnny and Candace are like, whoa, wait, what? You came into our house when what do you mean? What are you talking about? What were you doing? You keep me safe, Dexter, says Indy. I understand you. Aww. What beautiful vows.
Beautiful.
From Indy.
Indy Hartwell's very good, I think.
Very. It's now time for Dexter's vows. The whole crowd here in the CWC, the NXT 2.0 zone. Everyone, shh. Dexter's going to speak. But instead, he just puts his thumbs up. Thumb up. Yep. We're good.
Yeah.
And the priest is like, hey.
Very unprofessional, right?
Very unprofessional priest. Says, Dexter, you don't have anything to say? You don't have any vows?
Just bared her soul to you.
Your beautiful bride just gave you all this, and you have nothing to say? So Dexter, annoyed by this, should have pulled out the axe.
Yeah.
But instead...
He's being kind.
Yeah. Locks in the silence, his submission hold, the finisher here. Puts the priest to sleep. Damn. And, well, he stands back in line, and everyone has to be like, Dexter, stop murdering people. But now, we don't have a priest for this wedding. So the crowd starts to chant, Regal, Regal, who's in the back of the wedding. He's there, and he's like, no, please, stop. No, I can't do this. No, stop. Regal. He's sitting next to Zombie Ref, by the way, who's in Zombie Ref.
He's zombie.
So Regal's
Canadian
Zombie Ref. Regal's not going to do it. He's not going to be the priest, the officiator.
People were chanting for Priest as well. Thought Damien Priest was going to come back out.
And then they chant for Beth. 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 She gets off the commentary desk, comes up into the ring, goes on the microphone at the podium.
She kind of kicks the priest out the way as well.
She says, hi. Last night, I kind of figured something like this may have happened. So, just in case, I went online and got my wedding officiator certificate.
Such a sitcom thing, isn't it? Just have a character. Yeah, I'm ordained.
Yeah. So she got her certificate. She's allowed to wed people, so she's ready. So she's gonna do it. So she's got her certificate. She's gonna marry them. Let's cut to the chase, says Beth, as Andre Chase stands up and says, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Who? He says, did someone say Andre Chase?
No, literally nobody is saying Team Taz.
Everyone goes, no. No one said it. No one said Andre Chase. We don't even know who you are. Yeah, that's very like Team Taz
It's
being
Punk,
like,
yeah.
Hey, Punk, don't keep my name out of your mouth. Don't talk shit about me. I didn't say. Andre Chase. Did someone say? No. No one said that. This is his swan song. Andre Chase. They continue. Beth says, in sickness and in health, till preferably natural causes of death, and hopefully not by an axe. Right, Dexter? Do you part, Indy? I do. And do you, Dexter, till death do you part. And he stops Beth. Grabs the microphone. Dexter Lumis leans in, and the first words we ever hear that come out of his mouth is, I do. Dexter and Indy, InDex. Beth says, by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. As they smooch.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone celebrates. And for the first time ever in a wrestling wedding, there was no hijinks, no interruptions, no love triangles.
And you know what? I'm okay with it.
Wow.
I thought this felt quite refreshing for a wrestling wedding. It felt like, to me, look, I've got a background in musical theatre. I've done a lot of musical theatre growing up. It feels like the final scene of a like Rodgers and Hammerstein musical from the 50s, where all the characters get back together at the end in the church, and there's some funny, cheesy gags, but eventually the marriage goes off and they live happily ever after. I totally felt they were going to break into song at some point. I quite liked it, how it was set up. I can't remember many wrestling weddings where we've had all the guests in the ring. I thought that was quite different, and also I liked the use of the crowd being lit up here, because it felt kind of like you were at some sort of wedding with all these spectators and stuff. Yeah, it's silly. It's definitely not going to be for everyone.
Right.
I think as far as this story's gone, I thought it was quite a nice little wedding, and obviously there's going to be more coming from it, and maybe someone getting jealous or whatever.
Yeah, we assumed Theory would interject in the wedding because he was the one who maybe, for some reason, he's been missing, but instead they just brought him back. So whether the way continue now with this, like I mentioned previous weeks, like this new advanced the way, the Avengers 2.0, where Dexter's involved now. Like, they met the Guardians of the Galaxy and they built him in, bring him in.
This was definitely the creepiest Dexter's been as well. So you could also have him actually being evil the whole time.
Well, he had as an axe.
He did.
Yeah.
And it's like the plan's worked. Now Johnny loves him. Theory's embracing him. He's in the way. And then he's going to try and attack it from within.
That'd be evil.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that.
Or Indy's going to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cheesy, but I thought the performances were all good. Compare this to the moment earlier with Carmelo Hayes, and where they're just lost.
Yeah.
These felt like professionals knowing what they were doing. I'm always really impressed with how good Indy is on the mic. I think Dexter, how he's able to never crack with all this going on.
Right.
Like, how he keeps in character is great. Johnny's awesome. The payoff with Beth was nice.
Yeah, Beth obviously had to be involved somehow, some way here, for sure, because of the months of her digging into it and
wanting this to happen.
Yeah. It was really silly, and of course this is supposed to be like your pilot, your new season premiere of this new NXT. But weddings in wrestling have been a thing.
Yes.
Like, we did a show just last year for Valentine's Day called Top 5 Moments of Love in Wrestling, and that was just me and you running down every single. We've talked about every single wedding in wrestling on that show, so we need to do a new version of it sometime with this one now in it. But yeah,
again, this is developmental. They're preparing you for Raw. They're like, you're gonna have to do weddings in wrestling.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to learn how to fall off a ladder.
Yeah,
and you're gonna have to learn how to have a wedding.
It's
in
true.
Wrestling.
It's very true. Yeah, there's a lot of weddings. God bless wrestling weddings. They're always entertaining.
At wrestling school, it's like, it's wedding day.
Yeah, like, this is so stupid, but I laughed at a lot of this stuff and genuinely was like, nothing happened. They just got married. Okay, cool. What's gonna happen now with this story? So yeah, what's gonna happen when Johnny doesn't sign his contract in December? You know, like, what's gonna happen when?
Yeah,
I think Johnny's a lifer. Although he's not under 30 and he's not 6 feet, right?
Yeah, who knows anymore? It depends what they're offering. I'd be very interested these so-called lifers, like a Gargano, like a Kyle, like a Ciampa, what their plan is, what they want from their career.
Well, let's see what happens with InDex going forward. They're going to go on a honeymoon?
We got to see a honeymoon, I think. Yeah.
And then it's got to lead up to something with another Halloween Havoc, Dexter, Haunted House, something.
Yes.
Something, right? Yeah. So NXT is still giving you this variety hour with, okay, here's your wedding, the silly stuff. Here's your wrestling. Here's the Creed brothers.
Yeah. Here's Brick Bronson.
Here's Brick Breaker. Speaking of Brick Breaker.
Bron Breaker.
As the wedding is ending, the camera pans and it shows someone watching it. And it's the new NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. You know, usually he's on a chair, he's throwing it, he's angry. But now he's reunited with his true love, Goldie. So maybe that's why he's just in a happy mood. He's almost shedding a tear as he's greeted by Brick Breaker.
Bron Breaker.
Braun Breaker shows up. And Ciampa says, welcome to the new NXT 2.0. As they shake hands, and this Mr. Breaker stares at Goldie as NXT goes off the air. Woo! Did it.
Big focus.